I went to hairdresser.
To have your haircut.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me, okay, what else did you do today? Can you please tell me what else?
I
Mhm.
I cut it shorter.
Okay. What else did you do today?
Yeah. Today I went to my grandparents' house.
And what did you do at grandparents' house?
We have a dinner in there with my family and my aunt.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to start. We have here a really nice lesson. We will continue from our previous lesson. Just one moment. I will share my screen. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Now, before you read a text, look at the title and the pictures to help you understand what the text is about. Now, we have here about our memories. How do we store something in our memory? Now, can you please tell me what is something that you can remember? What can you store in your memory?
I think maybe it's my last birthday party.
Okay, yes. What is something last that you can remember?
I think I think my parents get some present for me.
Okay, so you can store something, for example, that is important for you. Something that is, and can you please tell me what is something that is important for you? What can be important for you?
I think it's test or something like important date.
Okay, now what are important dates? Can you please tell me what are important dates for you?
Maybe it's my mother's birthday. Uh,
Okay, so and why is mother birthday important for you? Why?
mother birthday because she is my mother and she
Take care of you. Is that right?
yes.
Okay, now let's see. We are going to have now study the words below which are similar in your language. Now we have here these words. Okay, can you please read the first word? What is this?
App.
APP. Application like Skype, like Facebook, like Instagram, like okay, so this is something that you can use. Okay, so we call this our application. Okay, now number two. What is number two? Click. What is click?
Is click on the mouse.
Click on the mouse. Very nice. Okay, next one. Number three. What is this?
The cloud.
Cloud. What is the cloud?
The cloud. Cloud in the sky.
In the sky. Very nice. Okay, this number four.
Data.
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 Okay. This is information, some informations. We call this data. This, what is this?
Digital.
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 Okay, and this one?
Internet.
So why, for example, why the internet is important? Why do we need internet?
Because we can surfing people or call to somebody.
Okay, we can call somebody. We are using internet. Okay, number 7. What is this?
Online.
Online. Okay, so what means online? What is that? Online. For example, when you are internet, you're online. When you are on the chat, when you're typing to your friends, that means that you are online. Okay? Now, okay, playlist and post. Okay, and what is this?
Smartphone.
Smartphone. Like this. Do you have your smartphone?
No.
No. Okay. Now let's see. We have here. Okay, and can you please tell me, would you like to have a smartphone?
Yes.
Yes.
Like.
And why? Why do you like to? Why would you like to have a smartphone? Why?
Because I want to have a smartphone and chat with my friends.
And chat with your friends. Very nice. And what do you like to chat about with your friends? What do you like to speak about with your friends?
I chat about the trend in the world.
Okay, very nice. And why? Can you please tell me why? Why do you like it?
Because it's funny and
Interesting. Is it interesting?
yeah.
So that can be really interesting for you. Now, we have here. Okay, now, can you please read the question number 1 here and answer me?
Do you think that Ireland has a useful skill? Why not?
So do you think that someone has useful skill?
What mean Ireland?
Ireland is a name. Okay, so do you think, for example, I want to ask you, do you have some special and useful skill? What skills do you have? Can you please tell me? What are skills that you have? What is something that you have?
I think I have art skill.
Okay, and why? Why do you think so?
Because I draw well.
So you can draw something very well. Very nice. Okay, now can you please read number 2?
Is it a waste of time to learn fast?
So is it a waste of time when we learn something new? Is this waste of time?
No, is it?
And why do you think so? Why?
Because I think that learn some fact is funny and interesting to we can know about something in the world or around we.
Okay, very nice. Now let's go with number 3. Can you please read number 3?
What do you memorize? and why?
So what can you remember and why? What is something that you can remember and why?
Mm,
So what can you remember and why?
I can remember about the lesson.
Okay, and why? Why can you remember about a lesson? Why? Why is that so important for you?
It important for my test.
Okay, and what else? Can you please tell me what else can be important for you? What else is important for you? What do you think? What else can be important for you? For example, what is important for you in school?
I think is
To be
I can buy a job.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because we need knowledge. Knowledge.
Okay, we can learn some knowledge. Okay, so this is something that can be really important for you. Now, let's go with question number 4. This is an interesting question. Now,
Can
please?
you remember 11 events from last year?
Can you remember 11 events? Okay, so what is something interesting that happened last year?
Last year. Firstly, my birthday. Second is my vacation.
Vacation. What else?
My brother's birthday.
Brother's birthday. Okay, very nice. Okay, what else?
And my mother's birthday.
My mother's birthday. Okay, and what can you remember of your birthday? What happened on your birthday? Can you please tell me?
My birthday last year is have COVID in my area, so my birthday cake is a chocolate.
Okay.
A cupcake.
And what did you do?
Then I blow the candle.
Okay. Blow the candle. And what else did you do? For example, what else can you do when you blow the candle? What is something else that you can do?
And I wish I will have a happy life with my family and my friends.
Okay. And what events do you want to happen this year? What is something that you would like to happen this year?
This year.
So what is something that you would like to happen, but this year?
I think I will have a test with flying colors.
Okay, and why? Okay, why do you want that? Why?
Because if I have a good test, good boy, my father will buy something for me.
Very nice. Okay, now let's go with number 5. What is number 5? Can you please tell me?
What kind of things do you remember? Why?
So what kind of things do you can remember and why? What is something that you can remember?
I think surprise or happy. things.
Okay. And why can you remember these things? Why is that? Why these things are so important for you?
Sorry. Wait me a minute.
Of course, no problem. I will wait for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is something that is important for you? Can you please tell me? What can be important for you?
I think it's my date.
Okay, and why? Why do you think so?
Mm, because when somebody date with me, they they will wait for me, and if I forget it, it's so bad.
Okay, and now I want to ask you, can you please tell me what is something that you like to do? Okay, this is something that I want to ask you. What do you like to do with your friends? What is something that is important you to do with your friends?
My friend,
So what do you like to do with your friends?
I think that I always together with her when she fell.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
I could say maybe when she fell, she upset.
Okay, now we have here question number 6. This is interesting question. Can you please read this question for me?
Would you like to write a diary?
So do you like to write a diary? For example, okay, like this, diary. Something that you like to write what happened today, etc. Do you like it?
No,
No. Why no?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when I write, I will go to my room, open my work, and take the diary to write. So long.
Okay, so this is something that can happen. Now, unit 2. What do we remember? Okay, now this is interesting question. Can you please read this question for me and give me your answer?
I memorize anything when it's all on the internet.
Aha! So what do you think about this? Why do we memorize everything? Because you have all on the internet. So what do you think? So why do we memorize when we can see everything on the internet?
I think when in a conversation, someone asks me some question. If I don't, if I forget it, I will open the iPhone, click on the website, and tap that tap the question itself. It's
Okay, now let's see. And can you please tell me what do you like to do on the internet? What is something that you like to do on the internet? Can you please tell me? What can you do on the internet?
I can watch movie, listen to music, do Arabic.
Okay, so you can watch the movie, listen to music. Very nice. And can you please tell me, okay, what movie do you like to watch? What is your favorite movie?
I like Harry Potter
Because why? Why do you like Harry Potter?
because magic. Magic.
Is it nice? Is it beautiful?
Yeah.
So that can be really nice. Now let's see. Okay, now this is okay. Now we will read this text. Okay, now can you please read this part of the text for me?
Can you remember? Can you remember exactly what you were doing on this day 2 years ago? Probably not, but Ireland Hyman can say any date to Aurelian 4, 5, 6 years ago, and he can remember what he was wearing, what music he listened to, who he talked to, and if the sun was shining.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us can only remember about 11 events from each year of our life. But Aaron has a condition called
Mm-hmm.
hypertension.
Okay,
Huh?
hyperthymsia,
Hyperthymesia, which means he can remember almost everything. It's like the days have pictures, he said.
Uh-huh. So what do you like? Would you like to would you like that? Would you like that you can remember everything from the past? Would you like to do that? That you can remember what exactly happened, for example, 4 years ago. Would you like that?
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay. And why? Why would you like that? Why?
because I think where I can remember exactly, I
Mm-hmm.
will be cool.
Okay, so you will be cool if you can remember all of these things. You can be really cool. Ah, very nice. Okay, and can you remember, for example, what happened last year? Hmm? What is something important that happened last year?
Last year,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I don't go to school and I study online.
Mm-hmm. You study online. Very nice. And what is something that you like to study? Can you please tell me? What do you like to study?
I like studying science and music
Mm-hmm. And why? Can you please tell me why?
because it's my favorite subject and and the teachers
Mm-hmm.
and teacher is so funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it can be really funny. Okay, now and okay, very nice. This is something that is really nice. Okay, now let's have a look. What do we have more? Okay, now can you please read? Okay, this part for me.
Unlike Ariel, most of us don't have a perfect memory. How do you remember what you did last year? Well, you probably look for the bus in your pocket on your phone. That's where a lot of our memories are now. In photos, posts, and playlists, it's all online.
Mm-hmm.
Our smartphones also give us instant,
Instant
instant mobile access,
mobile access.
mobile access to all kinds of information 20, 24,
24/7 24/7
24/7 in the breed.
digital past
Digital past tense were different. People memorized numbers, names, addresses, times, days, and directions because it wasn't practical to carry
carry
around address books, maps, and diaries nowadays. there's an ABB
Application.
application for everything. We are storing more and more information online, so we remember less and less. Think about it. When did you last memorize a telephone number? Do you know our number?
So, when was the last time that you memorized telephone number? Do you know your telephone number? Okay, but not, okay. Do you know to say your, for example, your phone number, but not to look at the phone? Do you know from your head?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now we are storing more and more information online, so we remember less and less. Okay, now I want to ask you, how often, for example, do you use your phone? How often do you use your phone? And when do you use your phone? Can you please tell me? When can you?
3 times a day.
3 times a day. Okay, and for what do you usually use your phone?
I shall the internet.
To go on the
Listen to music and chat with my friend.
And chat with your friends. Very nice. Now, let's see. We have here this. Okay, this part. Okay, let's read this part and we will talk a little bit.
If most information that we need is now online in the cloud, why do we need to remember anything? Why fill our heads with facts and
Figures.
pictures when they are a couple of clicks away? Why learn things when you can look them up? Some people say that this Google effect is making us stupid. But maybe the internet is making us smarter. Memorizing.
Okay, information takes time. Memorizing information takes time.
Memorizing information takes time. Maybe it's more useful to learn how to find, compare, and use information. Here's a problem though. Imagine you look up one sunny day and the cloud disappears.
Disappears. Okay.
If a
Virus.
virus is our
Data.
data, do we lose the records, memories, and knowledge of a whole
generation.
generation? Perhaps it's time to memorize a few phone numbers and buy a photo album, diary, and a notebook just in case.
So what do you think about this? What is your opinion about this memorizing all of the things? What do you think about this? Is this important?
Memorizing is important for me.
Okay, and why is it important?
Because I have to remember my lesson,
Mhm.
my phone number, my address.
So you need to remember all of these things. Now, that is really nice. Now, how reliable is your memory? Okay, so we have here, okay, the Titanic, one event, different memories. Was the band really playing when the ship sank? Okay, now, can you please tell me, what can you see here in this picture? What can you see it?
Is Titanic?
Titanic. This is Titanic.
Titanic.
Titanic. Okay,
Tit-
now. Now, can you please tell me, did you ever heard about this boat called Titanic?
Yes,
And what did you heard?
I heard that this ship was cross the ice.
Okay, crossed the Atlantic Ocean and and hit the iceberg, and many people died because they didn't have enough boats to save people. So they have just several boats. Now, okay, so we have one event, different memories. Now, for example, people from here who are here, they remember one thing, and people who are in the boats remember something else. Now, okay, let's read this first part.
On April 14,
1912.
1912, the Titanic was crossing the Atlantic on a journey from England to America at 11:40 p.m. As the ship was traveling through icy
Waters.
icy
Waters.
waters, uh, 300 kilometers from land, it hit an
Iceberg.
iceberg. 3 hours later, the Titanic sank to the bottom of the ocean. While the ship was sinking, the crew were trying to help passenger onto lifeboats, but there weren't enough boats.
Tragically.
Tragically, more than 1,500 people died. The fact
Okay,
about this
continue, please continue. The facts, okay, let's continue. Okay, we will read everything. The facts about.
the fact about this history even are well known. However, the story that
Survivors.
survivors later told were not always the same. Some say that the ship's pan didn't stop laying until the ship sank.
Ship sank.
sank.
Mm-hmm.
Others say that the pan wasn't playing at the end. The crew were trying to save women and children first. Some passengers said that at least one man was wearing women's clothes because he wanted to escape. But other passengers say that this didn't happen. Stories that the crew tried to shoot violent visitors are also doubtful.
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 Okay, now let's continue. When a very dramatic event
When
occurs.
a very romantic event occurs, people are stressed and they can't remember details. So stories about terrible events and crimes are often unclear. That why that's why we will know or will never know all of the facts about the Titanic
Tragedy. Tragedy. Okay, now, what do you think about this story, about Titanic? What is your opinion about this story?
That story?
So what do you think about this story? Is this story interesting?
No,
No. And why no?
because the fact is more than 1,050 of 500 people died.
Okay, and I want to suggest you something. You have a movie, Titanic. You can watch the movie Titanic.
Jack
So,
and Rose.
Jack and Rose, yes. Did you watch this movie?
I heard I don't watch.
And would you like, for example, to watch this movie? Would you like to, for example, to watch this movie? Okay, it's interesting movie. You can see it. Okay, you can see a lot of interesting things in that movie. So my suggestion to you is to watch this movie.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see. We have here. Study the examples for the article. Which examples describe completed action in the past? Which examples describe action in progress? So we have, okay, action that happens in the past and actions that happen like right away. Now, can you please read A?
As the ship was traveling through ice waters, it hit an iceberg.
So what do you think? Is this action that describe, okay, action, okay, for example, in the past or action in progress? What do you think?
Yes.
Is this something that happens in the past, or we can say, okay, in a progress? What do you think? Okay, so we have here was traveling. Okay, this is something that happens in the past. And hit, this is something that okay, is happening right now. Was sinking. This is something because we have was and we're trying. Okay, so this is something that is happening in the past. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, and 3 hours later, the Titanic sank. Okay, sank. Now, work in pairs, read memory. Okay, now just one moment. Okay, we will stop here. Now, we have ask and answer questions. How far back in time can you remember? Can you please tell me how back in time can you remember?
Okay.
So how back?
1 month, a month.
Okay, so what is something that you can remember? Can you please tell me what is something that, for example, what is your earliest memory? Can you please tell me what is something that you can remember when you were a little girl? What can you remember?
It's a moment. Happy moment.
What
Memory
happy moment can you remember?
The first time I do something.
Yes. What did you do?
The first time I take a cake.
Okay, so you take a cake. Okay, and can you remember what cake did you eat? Did you eat chocolate cake? Did you eat fruit cake?
I think that chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake. And how was it? Was it delicious? Was it yummy?
For me, I don't like the picture and the chocolate is a picture.
Okay, now, and who has the best memory, for example, in your family? Can you please tell me who has the best memory in your family?
Family.
Mother, father, who has the best memory in your family?
I think my father.
And why do you think so?
Because when they see is say a yearly number about the number of my family number. Phone number, my mother's phone number, and his phone number.
And how about you? Do you have a good memory?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. And why do you think so? Why do you think that you have a good memory?
Because I can remember about my mother's phone number.
And can you remember something that happened in the past? For a long time ago?
Long time ago. I don't think so. If that's a memorable moment.
Okay, very nice. Now, that was really nice from you. Now, we spoke about memory, but in the end, I have two more questions for you. Okay, for now, we can say that we finished our class, but I want to ask you two more questions. First is, do you have any questions about today's lesson?
No.
No? Okay, thank you. And can you please tell me, what do you think about this lesson? What is your opinion about this lesson?
I think it's funny and good.
Did you like it?
Yes, a lot.
And what are you going to do after this lesson? Can you please tell me, what are you going to do?
I going to watch television.
Okay, very nice. And what do you like to watch on TV?
That's my favorite program.
Okay, very nice. Thank you so much. Now I have to go, but first I want to say that I know that you have your holiday, and see you Next, not this Saturday, next Saturday, and I wish you all the best for your holiday. Happy Luna's holiday, okay?
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Okay, now I have to go and looking forward to hear you next time. Bye bye. See you next time.
Bye bye.